kind of collapsed more, and that made me, go to one of my strengths, which is finding open guys, and that's what I do.
Coach, you mentioned the defense. What's the difference that you've seen when your defense is locked in and when it isn't?
Energy, toughness, focused, intentional. We got some things to address defensively, and we have 3 days before our next game. The practice is going to be very demanding over the next 48 hours with respect to defensive discipline and concentration. I am not happy on the defensive side of the ball. Happy we won, disappointed with coming out of Orlando, and that's in the past. I'd rather learn from that now and than later, right? And that's why you do play in those tournaments. And I think we blew an opportunity in Orlando. We really did. So we got to try to make up for that as we go. And we're going to face a hungry team in Carolina. They're coming off an incredible win. They have length, they have size. But just our defensive toughness and discipline, I'm not feeling us edgy. We're not being disruptive. Right now, defensively, I will call us incredibly undisciplined and soft. So I hope our men are prepared for a really hard couple of days of defensive intensity.
Caleb, sort of the same question for you from feeling it on the court. What's the difference in mentality defensively when you guys feel locked in and physical versus when you don't?
Like he said, just the connectivity. We talk a lot about when we see our defense forward, oftentimes we're not fully bought in. It takes all 5 guys to guard the other team. So it's really just that connection. When we have that energy flowing throughout all 5 guys, everybody's talking, everybody's connected, the defense looks a lot better.
And Julius, do you feel like there's a connection between when you guys are playing well offensively and it clicks defensively, and how do you make sure that you keep it on the defensive end regardless?
I definitely think there's a connection there, and I think it starts with our defense. That sets up our offense, 80% of the time. So, if we can just start there, lock in defensively, then we'll be good offensively.
When the ball's not going in, I think it's human nature to get frustrated. It's just you get frustrated, then you start pressing, you start doing things you don't normally do. You don't trust what we've been practicing. So I think kids just press, right? And they're not kids, just people in general. When they don't see the ball going in the basket, And again, I thought we had 3 or 4 shots today in transition that turned into the first pass for their transition baskets, right? So if you take a bad shot against good teams, I think Ferry's team is going to be one of the better teams in that league, if not win that league, right? I think he's done a really good job with that group. Again, I'm a big fan of what he does. I've known him for, I think his first or second year as a coach was at Bentley when I was playing at Stonehill, and I've known him all the way back then. To see what he's done in coaching and the job that he's done, I'm really proud to call him a friend. I think he does a really, really good job, and they're hard to guard.
And sorry, DHS, do you expect him to be available for Sunday?
Don't know yet, all right? He has not been feeling well. He's been in and out of the lineup. He's been in and out of practice. We'll get the doctor's report, but we'll definitely let you know. But he definitely is somebody we missed today for sure from a defensive standpoint.
Coach, it wasn't just a high in assists, but a season low in turnovers. What was working for your ball movement today?
Confidence. I just think, the more we're together, you're seeing a lot of players grow up. In particular, Caleb is really, really grown up, more comfortable. But in this day and age, the guys that are here were also here last year, right? So in the portal era, a lot of the teams around the country that have retention of players that actually played, you see those players getting better and better. And hopefully the best is yet to come for both these guys, along with Malik, Fort, Kayvon. Those are the guys that returned, that trusted us, and, I think that really helps.
And then down the final stretch, you had 4 starters in and Jeremiah Williams. So how are you approaching that time split at the 4?
Honestly, I don't look at that. Right? I've been fortunate to win a Big East championship. We played 4 guys 40 minutes, 1 guy 25 minutes, and the other one, you only need 5 dudes, man. I don't care who's out there. I'm not looking saying, I like this one, I like that one. I see 5 Georgetown men out there competing the best that they can. If they play all 40 minutes, and they play all four. Are you in decent shape?
Could be in better shape.
I mean, that's. I'm not even trying to be an asshole. I'm being like, you do what you got to do to win the game, right? Do what you got to do to win the game, and didn't like how the game ended. But I don't pay attention to minutes. That's not something I've ever concentrated on. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
I appreciate you guys. I hope you had a great holiday. I hope you had a good Thanksgiving.